All right, everyone. Welcome on to our amazing webinar. We're going to be talking about video marketing strategies that are going to blow your minds. So I'll give everyone a second to pop on here. We're really going to be focusing on lead generation, which is really cool. So as you guys are popping on here, I'm going to do a little housekeeping and make sure everybody is ready to rock and roll. We have our special guest joining us. I can see him on here as well. Welcome on. It's the man of the hour. We have the legend, the rock star, Mark Harbert. Now, I will say, because we're going to jump right in, Mark, I am so grateful for this because okay, so for some of you, you're in network marketing, direct sales, like people in your companies. Well, I'm someone who's had I'm grateful for the opportunity to be someone who studies marketing. And I'm such a nerd, like talk nerdy to me, like I freaking love it. Mark, you are a top of the list of the best marketers that I have seen in this industry. I mean, you get marketing, you get psychology, you get how people work, but you just know how to make it all come together to get those leads coming in. And targeted leads, your ideal avatar, turning things into selling machines, funnels that are just crazy. My audience really wants to learn how to get social media working for them. We all know the landscape has changed, but the principles they still apply. What you learned, what you were teaching a decade ago, it still applies today, you guys. It's back to the basics, but it's in today's time. So Mark, I am so grateful to have you on. I'm so just honored that you're pouring into my community, and I'm excited to geek out with you if that sounds good to you. Are you ready?
I'm a total geek on this stuff too. So this is why we gel so good, because
yes.
I can sit and talk hours about marketing, and psychology.
I freaking love it. I do too. And my husband's like, what? Because he's in the government space. So he's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, okay, let me find some friends that I can geek out with. And you are absolutely one of those people. And while you guys are tuning on, because I'll keep an eye on the chat for Mark, please share in the comments. I want to know where you're tuning in from. Let me know. I also want to know when it comes to marketing, okay, like real marketing. So you've got content, you maybe have a freebie, you have a funnel, you have an offer. And it could be network marketing. That could be your offer. When it comes to that, where are you getting hung up? Is it you not even getting leads, or you don't know how to close those people? Share in the chat for us. Where are you getting hung up when it comes to your marketing? Okay. I'm going to ask that you guys do that, and I'll keep an eye on that for you, Mark. So why don't you introduce yourself? Because I know you are new to some people. We are going to be putting this on YouTube. We're emailing this out to our whole list. There's a lot of people that aren't going to be on live that don't know who you are. And then obviously we have some newbies viewing you as well today for the first time. So take it away. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
So, well, first off, I'm so grateful to be here. And Kimberly, you're just amazing. I love watching you. I love hearing your training, and, you have such a great tribe that love you. And I think that that's, a real testament to who you are too. So thank you. And yeah, I'll tell you what, marketing has been, I don't know what it was. I used to fix air conditioners for a living. I was like an AC guy, and I knew I didn't want to do that forever. And I don't know, I just found my niche in marketing. I was in network marketing, and I started to kind of, get an idea of, I knew I needed to master lead gen if I wanted to, get sales and, recruit people. So I just went all in online, started searching around how to make money online. And next thing I know, I'm seeing ads, and I get sucked into the vortex of, of internet marketing. But I really realized that it was like my jam. I loved it. I loved all the psychology of it, how to say the right thing, speak, look at structure, look at people who are successful. And next thing I knew, I was just head on into it. And it took me a couple of years to really figure out how to put it all together. But once I did, it just took off. So, but I love it. Wasn't always easy, but video marketing has always been my thing. It's been the one thing that, has really propelled my business and allowed me to be around as long as I have, and awesome. I know that's part of your story too. So
yeah. And I love, can we just note that you said, yeah, and it took a couple years.
Yeah.
I mean, people will go at it for 6 weeks and then they don't see it and they quit, right?
Yeah.
So you looked at it as like, I'm going to keep going until I figure this out. And obviously you've built a very successful business doing that around your beautiful family. You have great time freedom. I know you're you have such a great work-life balance. You're not working all the time. You've just built these machines that are allowing your business to kind of run on autopilot. And then you get to show up periodically and do stuff like this, right? Where you can live teach and pour into people's communities, and you have your own community as well. And I'm not sure if it's just the way this is viewing. Oh, I think I have Q&A. Oh, there's a Q&A. Okay. Steph says, I think you have to choose the Q&A option to respond rather than the chat. Okay. So didn't know that. So y'all just choose Q&A to respond in the chat. I was about to school everyone because I didn't see any comments, and I'm like, it's not my people. They're always commenting. So choose Q&A, and I want you guys to share with us where you're tuning in from and what's your biggest struggle when it comes to marketing. So is it you don't know how to get leads? People aren't responding to your content. When you get the leads, you don't know what to do with them. You don't have a funnel. You're like, I don't even know what you guys are talking about. Let us know in the comments, okay? But we're going to be focusing on video marketing strategies, like massive lead gen. It is a numbers game, okay? If you don't have people in front of you, you're not going to have sales, or you're going to get burnt out because you're talking to the same people all the time. And ain't nobody got time for that. So Mark, kick it off. Tell us a little bit about video marketing strategies and what we can expect from you today.
So I have some slides that I put together for you. One of the things that I have learned over the years is that, with online marketing, I would say about maybe 10 years ago, 10 to 10 years ago, it was optional to do video. It was really, you could, I think you could get away with it. You could get into blogging if you wanted to and do some things. But nowadays, the internet is so video driven, and it's so consumption driven around video that if you don't do it, it's really like, you're really hurting yourself and your chances of getting conversions and things like that. But my goal is to kind of teach some of the foundational principles, because the algorithms are always changing. Like it's like never ending. And the one thing that you need is the fundamentals. And if you have the fundamentals, everything else can shift around you, but your business will be stable. Because even though the methods of communication might change, the fundamentals never do. They're always rock solid. And when it comes to video, there are definitely certain fundamentals for video that if you do it the way I show you, you'll be around 10 years from now. And that's ultimately what we want. I hate flash in the pans. I don't like to see people come in, make a bunch of money, and then they're gone 6 months later. Like I want people around for the long haul. Cause I've been doing this for like 15 years. So that's like awesome. Yeah. So, which is like,
that's like 100 years in a corporate.
I know. Like this white stuff here is like starting to like age me. Like,
so awesome. Yeah. That's incredible though. You should be really proud of yourself. It's awesome.
Yeah. It's, and I think that it's really, video's been the one constant, and every single leader I talk to, there's always a video component, always. And if there isn't a video component, I don't know. I just haven't seen too many people successful or really build a brand without it. And I know you're huge on branding, and part of the reason people feel, I mean, like we've never actually met face to face, but the funny thing is like, I've seen so many of your videos, and I feel like, I'd feel like we're old friends.
Yeah.
We've been around.
Yeah. If we saw each other in real life, I'd be like, hey, what's up? Totally.
Yeah, exactly.
Powerful.
So
well, let's dive in.
All right, let's do it. I'm going to share my screen here. Let me see, make sure. Okay, we're good. All right. So what I'm going to share with you is, let me get in here. All right. All right. So what I'm going to share with you guys today, I really believe if you take what I share with you, you can really, what I'm going to give you is really an overview, kind of like a 10,000 foot global view of the fundamentals of video marketing. And I call it the simple 4-step framework that I use to generate over 200,000 leads. Using simple videos, anybody can duplicate for daily leads and sales. So I have a question for those of you that are on here and that, maybe you're watching this in a Facebook group or wherever. And I want you to ask yourself these questions. Does this describe you and your marketing right now, and as it pertains to video? You know that online video is the most effective way to market any business online, especially a home-based business, but you have no clue where to start. And that is where sometimes where a lot of people feel they are, or you're deathly afraid to get on the camera because you don't like the way you look or sound, or you're sure others will see you as too ugly, too fat, too skinny, too squeaky, too whatever. And, to some degree, we all deal with that in the beginning, but that is a very, very common thing that people feel. And you keep putting off creating videos until you've got the right equipment, or, you got the right background, or your desk is clean, or, you kind of do everything you can to kind of avoid doing what you should be doing. And you're afraid that nobody will even watch your videos anyway, because you don't have the tech skills to create them or promote them. And honestly, this is where a lot of people are. This is where they feel. This kind of encapsulates where everybody is, right at that moment. So what I want to cover with you in this presentation is how to attract a significant audience who knows, likes, and trusts you and buys everything you recommend, which who wouldn't like that? I mean, come on now. And the 4-step framework to boost your leads and sales with video, 7 main reasons people don't create videos and how you can overcome them extremely fast. And my simple 15 plan to obliterate the fear of making videos forever and get you on the path to endless leads and sales. And this is something that is so easy to do. I've had people literally follow this plan and then they start posting videos thanking me for showing them because it was so simple to do and it got them over the fear really quick. And then I'm going to give you 2 simple things, 2 sneaky ways to grab your prospects' attention in your videos. And this is really one of the most important keys to the video. So I'm going to share that with you. But now I'm going to move quick through this because this isn't about me. It's about you. But if you don't know who I am, I have generated over 200,000 leads online with video. I've made millions of dollars in commissions online. I've won awards. I've been invited to speak on stages. There was one point in my business where I literally had $7 in my PayPal account and I went on a video creating frenzy. And 90 days later, I have my first 5-figure month. And it was just all because of video. And that was what really, even though I was doing videos, that's what just solidified for me why I needed to keep, crushing out videos. And so 20 years ago, I had cancer. I survived that. 20 years later, I'm still good to go. I was in the U.S. Navy and I married.
Thank you for your service.
Yeah, appreciate that. Thank you. That was a fun time. It was a fun time. I was right out of high school and, young guy, young and single in the Navy. It was a little nutty, but that's a story for another time. But married my dream woman. I love my wife. She's amazing. We have a 17-year-old daughter together. She's fantastic. So here's the question. Have you ever wished someone would just tell you what the big marketers online are doing? I know sometimes we kind of feel like, oh man, what are they doing? I wish they would just give it to me. Like, what are they doing? And have you ever wondered why top earners seem to get sales and sign up so easily? Like, it's like they just kind of snap their finger and it seems like, they barely try and they get all kinds of stuff. And have you ever wondered how big influencers seem to have such responsive audience? And the answer to these questions is in 3 simple words: know, like, and trust. That's really what it comes down to. There's no other way to put it. It just encapsulates the idea of what it is. And video is the bridge to creating know, like, and trust in the digital world. And we have to have that. Part of the reason when we buy products and services offline is because we go to places we like I go get my oil change right down the road at a place because I like them. They're great people. They're, I go in, they're always super nice. They're always, they're just great. And so I have a trust there. So how do you create that exact same trust? Well, you do it through video. And if you don't have video, if people don't have the ability to get to know you, then you're really, without it, you're up a creek without a paddle. And the truth is, I have to share this because this is such a powerful thing that I saw recently. And I definitely, one of the things about social media, and I love social media, but I also hate it in a way because I don't like the negative energy sometimes that happens. But here's something I want to share that I really learned, and it kind of shifted my whole perspective. So there was this study that was put out, And you know how sometimes we've seen people where they're arguing online, especially when it comes to politics, people get all itchy and they start arguing in these long things. Well, this study, they tried to dive into why that happens. Okay. And so what happens is they interviewed all these people, they brought all these people together. And what they did is they took a speech that somebody had put together and they printed it out. It was all transcribed and they gave it to each person and they read the speech. And the speech triggered them emotionally. Like it really got them all kind of fired up. They didn't like it. They didn't like parts of it. But then what they did is they showed the actual speech being spoken on video. And here's what happened. They watched them speaking it. And guess what? Their entire perspective changed. They changed because what the study found was that it was the humanity of the person that made it more like it wasn't so bad the way they were saying it. You understand? So what happens is all this negative energy where people are fighting, it's because they're not seeing the humanity of the person. All they're doing is reading text. So video right there is what will create that connection for you in such a huge way that text cannot do. It's just impossible to do. And that study really confirmed it. So that's pretty powerful.
It's super powerful and it's true.
Yep, absolutely. So how crucial is video today? Well, this article was done in 2015. It was done by Gary Vee. And it says the rise of video marketing on social and how it affects your business. It said the single most important strategy in content marketing today is video. Whether it's video on Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, or YouTube, the content you need to be thinking about creating and marketing on social for your business is video, period. Now, this was 2015, guys. This is going on 8 years ago, 7 years ago. And so you look at where video has come now and how different it is. How much it's grown in that amount of time, that ought to really show you how big it's become. But video consumption in 2022, online video accounts for more than 82% of all consumer internet traffic in 2022. And according to a recent study, 78% of the population watch internet videos and 55% do that every day. Dang. So I'd love to see your hands. How many videos per day do you watch? Honestly, if you ask yourself, how much time do I spend every day watching video? I think it'd be pretty staggering. We all could probably answer quite a bit. I know I watch. I don't know. I'm sure you do too, Kimberly.
Yeah. And learning.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, there's a study that found that on average, people watch 2 hours and 51 minutes every day of video. I know. If I watched that much TV when I was a kid, I'd get a smack on the back of the head. Go play.
Exactly. Get up and go outside.
Right. But it's so accessible in our phones and everything like that. It's so easy for us to watch it every day. And so it's one of the most powerful things. And if you really get it, you understand it, you know why. What happens is when you understand, and the reason I share these things is not to give you boring stats, but to show you that if you understand the reason why you're going to do something, it makes it all that more powerful when you show up to do it because you know why you're doing it. Some people get stuck in the how-tos and all that stuff, but I really believe on shoring up the foundation behind it. And that's what really makes it work so much. So here's 7 reasons people fear creating videos for their business. They don't like how they sound. Now, I don't know about you, but I think Kimberly is pretty kick-ass. Okay. So when she speaks, when she talks, it's really powerful. But I'll tell you, I know from experience, we're probably our own worst critic. I would bet, Kimberly, sometimes you're like, oh, I don't like how I sound there.
I don't even listen to my stuff because I'll start judging it.
I know. That's my point. It's like we all do that. I do that. We all deal with that on some level. And sometimes we just don't like that. But I don't like how I look. I can't afford to buy video equipment. I don't have enough time. I'm afraid of what others will say. I don't have anything valuable to share. I don't have an audience. And here's the thing. All of these things are all inwardly focused. It's all focused on us. And here's the thing. When you're focused on serving, you aren't looking inward, but outward on the things of others. You're looking to see how it is that you can serve. And I will tell you, if you take the focus off yourself and how you feel about you, people will love you for who you are. I mean, and if they don't, that's their problem, not yours. And one of the biggest things that we have to realize is that when we're serving people, that's really what it's about. Like, it's about serving people. It's about giving them exactly what they need to be successful, to help them do what they need to do. So I threw in a couple. I've been working with video for years, and I've had so many students go through my doors. And this was a cool little comment I got from one of my students. He said, I was super nervous. Holy cow, but I did it. I made a video. Probably not the best, but I pushed record, stumbled through it, and it felt awesome. Like, that to me is like what I love to do. Like, it's like having people have that one little breakthrough. And I've had some students go on and create literally $1 million businesses using video. I've seen teenagers. One of my good friends, Jordan Maley, her brother was a teenager, created a multiple 6-figure business in high school from YouTube on a course I created 10 years ago.
Hey,
I know,
cool.
like, I was like blown away when I heard that. And, but it's interesting because it's like, when you really push past some of those fears, you'd be surprised. Tracy Rose, she's out of Australia. She said, people think I'm a natural on camera. Seriously, if they only knew what I was like doing my first videos. And that's, I'm sure you guys watch Kimberly and think, man, she's so good on video. I don't think I could ever be like her. But Kimberly, was your first video like the best? Like, was it just banging?
Literally, Lisa was like, she could stand. She was old enough to stand, and she had snot running down her nose. And I literally, while I was live talking, I went like that, wiped it, her snot, and I just kept rolling. I didn't even realize, because like, it's a mom move. It's out there if you want to find it. They're so bad when I first started. Mm-hmm.
And that, my thing is, look at you now, you know what I mean? Like, and so many people don't realize that even people with the greatest audiences, the greatest following, they all had to start somewhere. And we all have to start somewhere. This is another client of mine, Bob. I helped him with a Facebook video ad strategy. It generated him 1,400 leads. It's nice. Awesome, So, all right. So this is my simple 15 plan. So if you're here and, you're not sure that you want to get into video, or maybe, you're a little apprehensive to do it. Well, the simple 15 plan. And if you are rocking it with video, this is awesome. This is how you can help your people. And it's called the simple 15 plan. And here's what you do. Create 5 1-minute videos for you only. You pull out your phone and you talk about, why are you doing your business? Maybe you talk about the city you live in and why you like it. Where's your favorite place to go eat? Where's your favorite place to go on vacation? And then maybe talk a little bit about your product or something like that. But they're 5 1-minute videos, really whatever you want it to be. And you just record these on your phone like a selfie. Okay. And all you do is you're going to put them on your phone. And quite frankly, when you're done, if you don't want to keep them, you can just delete them. Okay. You don't have to give them to anybody. The whole purpose of doing this exercise is to just get you in the mode of starting to create. And 5 1-minute videos are the easiest way to do that. You don't have to worry about structure of them or anything. So next, what you're going to do is create 5 more videos, and you're going to create a Facebook test group. Now, I have a Facebook test group, and I use this for whenever I want to test out software. I want to whatever. I've got this place where I can just post videos, see how they come out, what they look like. But you create 5 videos and you post them in a Facebook test group where there's nobody in there but you. Again, this is another exercise to get you to create videos and then get comfortable with posting them online. Okay. Next, after that, you're going to do 5 live stream videos. You're going to go live 5 times in your Facebook test group. If you do these simple exercises, the simple 15, your fears will be gone after you do this, because the whole goal is, again, we have to like trick our minds into getting into this mode. By the time you get done with these, you're going to be like, you know what? Wasn't so bad. I can actually do this. And I've had people do this simple plan, and they were like, some of them got halfway through it and were like, I'm good. Like, I can do it now. Like, they just get over that initial hump, and it really has makes a big difference. So that's any awesome. Questions up to this point, Kimberly, or?
No, we're good. They're just loving it. Yeah.
Cool. Awesome.
I love this. I love this method though. The simple 15 plan. Boom.
Yep. So simple. Anybody can do it. And the goal is, again, just to get you moving and get you in action mode. And Yep. It does wonders. So I'm going to bust some myths about video that are out there. And a lot of people have these ideas. And myth number one is that video is only for kids. There's a lot of kids out there nowadays, young kids that want to be YouTubers when they grow up. It is a fact. But here's the cool thing that I love about it. Number one, it's untrue, but YouTube is used by 88% of 55 plus their audience, 55 plus and over. 88% of 55 plus. That's huge. It's huge. Baby boomers and seniors are the fastest growing segment on YouTube. And the older demographics have become more proficient in technology. And I will tell you, this is what I love so much about YouTube. And people don't realize this, but you have all these social media platforms. And what happens is, like Facebook, it's kind of considered like the parents' social media site. Like it's like the 30 and up crowd. Like kids are like, oh, I don't want to go on Facebook. My parents are there. So it's like that demographic. You may have like the 30 and up crowd. And then, maybe TikTok does, attract more younger, even though there are people getting, more middle-aged and senior people getting on there. But the unique thing about YouTube is that every single demographic is on YouTube. It's the only social media site out there that has every demographic on it. You can literally target anybody you want because like the entire world is practically on YouTube. And that's the power of it. That's what makes it so good. So myth number two is it's overly technical. Okay. Again, this is 100% true. Now, 10 years ago, you might've been able to say that because it was not as easy to post a video. I remember when I first got my first video I did in 2008, I had this Hi8 camera that I had to firewire into my computer. So I recorded the video and then I had to actually push the play button on the video so it would play into the computer while I recorded it. And then I converted it into a file to then upload to wherever I wanted to. And
unbelievable.
So that was technical. Like I could literally say I was one of those people that had to walk to school in 4 feet of snow for 5 miles. You know what I mean? Like literally. So today it's so easy with your phone. You can have a video up and online in like a matter of, 2 minutes. So smartphone cameras today, they rival the biggest high-tech cameras out there. Like you don't need crazy equipment. And it's way easier today to create videos than it was 10 years ago. And if you can take a photo, you can create a video. My, 74-year-old stepmother is one of the most technically challenged people I know. And she can take photos and she can take selfies and she can create videos because the process is so easy today. So it's not hard to do. So myth number 3 is you need special equipment. Again, we talked about your smartphone. That's all you really need. The cameras there are so good. And keeping it simple ensures ease of creation. And the tech companies have really gotten good with their products like that to make it so easy. And if you want to get a little fancier, there's low-cost apps and software. Heck, most of the social media sites nowadays, you can do a ton of editing right within their app, But social media truly thrives on authenticity, not high production. There are times for highly produced videos, no question. But the overwhelming majority of videos you want to create, you really don't want high production. You really want it to be more of a real connection. That's why I'm such a fan of live video too. I think live video is so good because it's so easy to just hop on and talk and share value. But myth number 4, okay, this right here is probably the biggest one that I want to point out. And yes, there's a spelling error on this slide, so just ignore it. You need lots or.
It's just better to do it than be perfect.
Hey, you know what? You just got to get it out there, man.
Yep.
But myth number 4 is you need lots of subscribers or followers. And this is probably the biggest fallacy in online marketing today. And I know because I look at metrics and I don't like vanity metrics. Like the thing that matters to me is sales and signups. Like that's my metric. And a small loyal audience is better than a large non-loyal audience. So you do not need a big following. Now, am I saying a big following is bad? Of course not at all. And should you go out and try and get as many subscribers as possible? Absolutely. Go for it and continue to build that. But you'd be surprised with the amount of followers you get, how many actually engage. And it's actually a small percentage. I remember when I lived in Florida, I met with a big YouTuber, had like 500,000 subscribers on his YouTube channel. And I met him at an event and I reached out to him on Facebook. Went, hey dude, you're only an hour away. Why don't we meet and have coffee or something? Sat down with him and talked to him. And I asked him this question. I'm like, you got 500,000 subscribers. Like, how many out of that actually engage, do you think, like on a regular basis? And he's like, probably 800 to 900. I was like, what? Like, are you serious? Like, that's wild. Like, so he really had a loyal, tight audience. But the point is that just because someone has a lot of followers or subscribers does not mean they're making a lot of money. Okay. So it's vanity. It's a vanity metric is what we call it. But I know 6 and 7 figure businesses have been built on small followings. I know people who have built them. And so that ought to give you hope that that's true. And myth number 5, the final one, that you need to have success in order to get out there and share. And that is false, because sharing good information doesn't require success. Every successful online marketer started with no following or audience. That's just a fact. And I know Kimberly can say that. I can say that. We've all, we've had that. That's where it is. And you have to start somewhere, and you share information as you learn. And my good friend Ray Higdon coined this phrase, the ILT method. You invest, learn, teach. So you invest in yourself, you buy courses, you go to events, you read books, all those things. You're investing in yourself, and you learn it, and then you turn around and you teach it. And it's one of the most powerful things that you can do. So here's a couple more testimonials. I love this one. The King of Simple, she called me. I follow Mark's instructions. And as a matter of fact, my YouTube channel is closing in on 3,000 subscribers, and one of my videos generated over 64,000 views. And so, it's cool. I love that. This is what I love to do. So it's always fun to get some of that. My good friend Eddie Villa, and I want to point out what Eddie said, because I met him in 2016. And one of the things that he says in here, he says, what Mark did for me many years ago was help me structure and formulate how to get a message out for people's ears to hear. So it's very important that sharing and creating videos is awesome, but just getting on and talking is not necessarily the best approach. There is a structure that you want to put into your videos. And it's a structure that I've really I think, perfected over the years. And I've learned little bits and pieces from other people and kind of incorporated it into my own little formula, so to speak, because of podcasts I've listened to and trainings I've watched. And then I implement it. And I'm like, ooh, I do like that, but there has to be a structure. So I'm going to talk to you about the 4-step video framework. Okay. That's why you guys are here. And this is this is that global view that I want to show you of what it, really when you're getting in there to create videos. So that simple framework is prepare, create, publish, scale. And so this, again, if it's 4 parts that go to it. So in the preparation phase, okay, you want to understand how video works. And if I'm moving fast, guys, because I got a lot to cover and I'm trying to get through it fast. So
this is great. No, I think it's awesome. And it's recorded, so you guys can watch it again.
There you go. Cool. So understand how video works. And you want to know the inside and out of it, and create your perfect avatar profile. So it's basically just, who are you serving? Like, understand who you serve. If you understand who you serve, their wants, needs, desires, goals, I mean, that's, and you've got nobody better to teach you about how to understand goals than the goal digger girl. So there you go. And so you want to research and understand your niche. And that's very important, because one of the things you want to understand about your niche is the language that they speak. And I'm not talking about English, Spanish, Chinese, things like that. I'm talking about understanding the language they speak. So if you're a network marketer, the term downline, that's a language not a lot of people would know, except if you're in network marketing, okay, or in home business. So you want to learn some of those kind of buzzwords that you have, and you want to work those into your videos, into the niche that you serve. So, and choose your starting point. I'm a huge fan of YouTube. I think that should be a big starting point for you. Finding your prospects' pain points. This is a big one. So this is identifying what are they trying to fix that you can solve for them in your content. And so you really want to really understand, what that is, and then devise your plan of attack. Like, how are you going to go about it and get it done? Now, I'm telling you, like, there are people that everybody does it different. Everybody plans differently. But whatever it takes for you to work that in, that's the important part.
Mm-hmm.
So here is the creation phase, step 2. So understanding your equipment. Again, we don't need to get fancy here. What types of videos to create. Now, I am a huge fan of listicle style videos. Okay. And what listicles are, if you're not familiar with that, it's something that has a numbers component to it. So like the 4 steps to this, what we're training on today, the simple 4-step video framework. Okay. People always like to think in steps. Give me the steps. Step 1, do this. Step 2, do that. We all like that. I like that when I'm watching something. And so those types of videos are fantastic. And when you start getting into the scale phase, which I'll talk about in a second, what you're going to notice is there's a reason why I like the listicles so much, but product reviews are another great way to do videos as well. So, planning your videos, in other words, like really when you're planning, a lot of people like to batch create videos that they put out on YouTube or other places. Maybe you sit down for a couple hours and create a couple of videos, that'll last you a number of weeks. That's a great way to do it as well. And then what I call the pillar video creation. And the pillar video, a pillar video is basically a video that's anything longer than 60 seconds, usually anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes, but it is a video that is relevant today and it will be relevant 5 years from now. So it will be a piece of content that people can watch and it can serve you for years to come. And in that, you want to build in some engagement triggers as well. And I'm about to give you a couple of some of the big things that are about that. So, all right. So this is very important. Okay. The video creation formula. If you want to create videos that really get results, this is something that I've devised over the years. And I recently kind of modified it in the last year or so because it's so important to really recognize what the most important part of your video is. Now, remember, I told you I'm going to share with you 2 sneaky things. Here it is. Okay.
All right.
The very first thing that you need to do, and it doesn't matter if you're doing a live video, a recorded video, short video, whatever it is, you need to master the hook. Like you have got to learn to hook people within that first few seconds. Like if there's anything you really want to get good at in a video, it's this. And this is so important because I don't know about you, but when I'm on my phone and I go to a video, if it doesn't grab me right away, I'm out. I'm out. Yep.
Bye.
And see ya. Scrolling right on. It's a thumb swipe. That's it. You just and but the hook. So mastering that hook is very important. Now, even in live videos. So a live video is like a lot of people will get on live videos and they kick it on and they'll kind of wait a few, seconds before everybody gets on. And then they'll be like, oh, hey, Susie. Hey, John. Hey, great to see you. Great to have you. And then they're 2 minutes in and they haven't even gotten into anything. So when I do a live video, like I hit go and boom, I'm right into the hook. I'm doing everything. And the reason being is because I know that recording is going to be powerful later. That's where I'm going to get the majority of my views anyway. So the hook. Now, this is something I added in because I realized how powerful it was, is like a fisherman. Okay. If you are if you know somebody who fishes, you go out to the lake, you cast your pole out and you're sitting there and you're just waiting for the fish to start nibbling. Right. And so what happens when that happens is you yank the pole back like that to set the hook in the mouth of the fish. So they start nibbling and you pull it and it snags them like that. So when you set the hook in a video, so a hook could be, are you trying to lose that last 5 stubborn pounds and you can't get it, you can't get it off? Well, worse yet, you go out to a restaurant and you even look at a piece of cake and it adds another 5 pounds. That little second part is setting the hook. So what it is you're kind of driving home the point of the desperation or the pain point that they have. You see, that's setting it. And you're doing that literally all within the first 7 to 10 seconds.
Dang.
And so if you can do that, you'll get people in and that will hold them. Like if it's good, and you'll get good over time, you'll recognize how powerful this really is, because people will then go, okay, now I got to see this. And that's where we do it. So now that you've hooked them, you've got them in that 10 seconds. This is the prime opportunity to throw in your first call to action. And it could be very simple. If you like, if you want more tips like this or something like that, like and follow for more. Or, hey, in this, I'm going to share with you 5 things that can really help you get more conversations going on Facebook. I created a PDF that'll give you 15 of my top conversations. Check the link in the description. Boom, you go right into the high value content. And the reason I like that call to action at the beginning is because you've already hooked them. They're willing to stick. You got a little bit of a grace period there. As soon as you hook them, you got about 5 to 10 seconds where they're willing to wait because you already hooked them. So that call to action is important and you want to get that in there. And then you go right into the high value content where you're sharing content. And then at the end, you have the final call to action. So this video creation formula, I call this the 5-part pillar video creation formula. And it's incredibly powerful when you structure videos this way.
So good. I love that. I especially love, I haven't seen a lot of people teach about the set the hook.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, okay, grab their attention, tell them what you're going to teach them. And then you hit on that pain point, right? Because what happens is they're like, okay, yeah, I need to know this. And then you say, oh yeah, and you've been struggling and can't figure it out. And they're like, you're right. I've been struggling. I can't figure it out. Like it's basically just like solidifying why they need to stay. You got their attention. And now why do we need to stay? Like I've never seen anybody describe it this way. This is genius.
Yeah. It's really powerful. I used to call it, plunging the dagger and then twisting it. And I was like, that probably doesn't sound very good. I'm going to change it.
That's awesome.
So I've toned it down a bit,
Okay. We love it.
Right. Yeah. All right. So next we have the publish phase. And this is where you make YouTube your foundation. Like I feel like YouTube is a really powerful one. I'm not saying the others aren't also Facebook and all the other ones.
Yeah, you can do this. The principles apply, you guys, on any platform. Yeah.
Absolutely. 100%. It's all of it's the foundations are really there. Set up and optimize your channel. You want to have a video optimization plan, like, uploading it and giving it a good headline, a good thumbnail, and really giving it a good description to describe what it is. And then creating short video clips. This is a huge part. YouTube just gave the brand new feature a couple months ago, literally right within the YouTube app. When you go to one of your videos, they have this little thing, it's called clip, and you can create a clip of your main video, which can create a short and upload it as a short, which then has a link going back to your main video. So if your short video goes viral, they can click and go back to your main video and actually watch the full video. It's pretty awesome. So, and then obviously implementing live video is a big deal. So step 4, this is where it's important. You want to have a repurposing strategy. This is where you can take that video and turn it into short video clips, which I'm a fan of the listicles, because if you did 5 ways to improve weight loss, you now have 5 little video clips that you could pull out or more, and then have like a mass distribution strategy of pushing it out there into all the different platforms. And I also love paid marketing. That's a great way to get your message in front of people and this low cost. You can certainly do that. Focus on growing your following, growing your audience, and looking for collaboration opportunities. These are big deals. And this is something that, can really grow your audience very quickly, is looking for people out there that are similar with what you do, and how can you add value to each other's audience? And if you go at that, that's such a huge way to do that, and bring value to people. That's huge.
It's huge. Yeah.
So years ago, my mentor told me, in order to have what top earners have, you got to do what top earners do. And I know that that applies to video because all top earners online do video. Like that's just a fact. And if you don't believe me, here's my good buddy, Tanya Eliza. This is her YouTube channel, huge part of her video, you know, her online marketing plan. You guys probably know this guy, Mr. Ray Higdon. And I think you guys know this gal, right? Yeah. You can see this is a part of her plan too, you know, but look at the branding there. You see that? And then you've got this, and I love this guy. If you don't know who he is, Peng Joon, I highly recommend if you love marketing.
He's
Kimberly,
smart, dude.
Yeah, super smart dude. I think he's out of Malaysia, I think is what it is, but I just love his stuff. And Frank Kern, oh my gosh, come on. Huge video guy. You know, he's always putting stuff out there. And then Jordan Maley, good friend of mine. She's awesome. Huge part of her strategy. The Meltons, John and Nadia, you know, another great one. And this is some good friends of mine, Todd and Leah Ray Getz. And they're into, you know, videos played a huge role in their business. They have a real live component that they use for their business. So yeah, I mean, really, that's kind of what I wanted to share. I mean, I have, if you guys are kind of ready to, you know, if you guys want to take this up a notch, I've got something I can share with you.
Yes.
Really
Yes.
you,
I want them to crush this because everything that we teach is centered around this. So they haven't figured this out yet or cracked the code, or they know they're missing something. Like I want them to master this 100%.
Yeah. So, over the last several months, I have been working like a dog to create probably the most epic training course I've ever created. And it's called the No Fear Video Marketing System 2.0. Now I created a version of this in 2016. It was the first version. And but because video has changed so much, I just went and redid the whole thing. And it's been a lot of work, but man, is it good. And I know it's good because I did it. But I mean that in the most humblest of ways. But
that's fabulous. That's awesome.
If you guys want to follow along, I'm going to go through it. You can check this out, but go to nofearvideosystem.com/goal digger. So you want to make sure you put in that goal digger. That's Kimberly. And we're going to go through this. So this training that I put together is good for network marketers, affiliate marketers, part-timers that want to go full-time faster, part-timers that need to fit more in less time, stay-at-home moms and dads, people tired of non-leverage prospecting and recruiting methods. Look, I'm all for prospecting. It is absolutely powerful. But if you want to learn how to get people actually reaching out to you, then you need to implement video. It is the most powerful way. I don't know how else to do it. I could probably get up on my desk here and jump up and down and act like a fool to get you to listen, but it is really one of the most, I'm here today because of it. And so I'm super passionate about it. Yeah. For you too. I mean, that's been huge for you.
Oh yeah. I mean, I enrolled like 400 people direct and it was all through video. Yeah. Our sales in our company, all through video. All of it. I don't know how else to say it. Yeah. It's all video.
That's right. I mean, it just is what it is, you know, and it's like, there's no denying, but here's ultimately what's in the course. I'm going to give you all the modules. We have what's called the video revolution, the market segmentation code, content conceptualization, the video marketer's arsenal, where we go into equipment, which is super simple. And there's little add-ons you can do and things I show you how to use. The pillar video creation master plan. This module alone is so detailed and it really goes into like what I showed you, the 5-part, but I break it down really in depth so that you can really, by the time you get done, you're like, wow, I could really make a video like this. And it's powerful. And the mass engagement formula, where I actually show you how to build in engagement into your videos, the YouTube archetype. And this is all about YouTube, how to set up your channel, optimize it, how to give good headlines, how to do all that good stuff. The short video insurrection, which is really short video kind of like took over. It just kind of came in and like, get over YouTube, get over long form video. And, you know, it just kind of took over. But long form video is on a comeback right now. And TikTok is trying to pay creators to make longer form videos. So just so you know, even though short video is a huge deal, the writing's on the wall, long form video is still there.
Yeah.
Module 9, the live video influencer. Module 10, the be everywhere paradigm. And this is really when it comes down to repurposing, I give you some really good steps to get out there. The mass exposure method. And then in module 12 is called the fear annihilation system. And this module is all about you showing up in a different way. It's not about, it's not just video. Remember what Kimberly said about the psychology. Well, there's psychology. There's things that you need to have in order to show up on your video so that the second you hit record, the belief in you just comes out and people can feel that. Okay. And that's really what we're focused on there, is getting fear out. And so I had a special guest trainer in there too with my buddy Ray Higdon. And yeah. And that is definitely worth $3,564. But of course, that's not what you'll pay. It's 3 payments of $197, or if you'd like to save money, it's 1 payment of $497. So that the nofearvideosystem.com/goal digger, and it's protected by what I call my leave it all on the field promise. When I set out to do this, I just was like, I'm going to give everything I can, which is probably why I went completely overboard. But my goal too is that you leave it all on the field too. Get in there, rock this thing, and take it to the next level. But if you know me, I can't just stop there. I got to give it, I got to give the real stuff. So you can see right here. Oh, look at that graphic. There's somebody on there we all know. But this one is probably worth what I think the entire course. I interviewed 22 of the top influencers online in our space specifically, like Tanya Liza, Ray Higdon, Kimberly Olson, Mike Hobbs, Todd Falcone, Jordan Maley, Eddie Villa, and so many more. And everybody in these interviews are making 6 or 7 figures in their business. And the goal of this was to teach you the strategy, but then also let you hear from all the top people and how they are implementing it. So it gives you a perspective that you're not going to get elsewhere, because it's not just about learning the how-to, it's also the implementation of it. And these interviews were all meant to accomplish that. And every one of these people, almost nobody does it the same. That's the funny thing. Now, there are common threads throughout, but everybody has their own style. And my hope is that you go through these and you go, oh, yes, I could do that. I love how Kimberly does that. Oh, I love how Ray does that, or whatever. And that's what really makes it a powerful deal. So this right here, I think, is worth the whole thing. $297. I put together 280 short video hook templates. So that can help you.
Oh, this is so epic, Mark. Thank you. This is so generous.
Yeah. And I'm actually going to be adding more. We're working on adding more in, but this is just, we kind of ran out of time before we were doing the launch of this. So it's
incredible. This is worth $497.
Yeah.
Come on.
The hooks, the hooks. This is a big one. Definitely worth $97 there. And video headline templates, the same thing. We're giving you a bunch of those so that, you can go in there and create some good templates, good headlines, and headlines make a difference. When you're on YouTube, it's all about the headline and pulling people in. And not only is it about the headline, but it's also about the thumbnail template. Okay. Now here's the thing. You can go over to Canva and you can pull up YouTube thumbnail templates. There's only one problem. Everybody and their brother is using YouTube Canva templates. Okay. You can go to their channel and you can look and go, yep, that was from Canva. And so I actually hired a graphic designer to go out and create 50 unique YouTube thumbnail templates. And and they usually cost about 25 to 50 bucks each to do. And I'm giving you these as a bonus, where you can import these into your Canva account and then you can tweak them however you want, and just make your own templates. They're pretty phenomenal, actually. And they're all different styles and kinds, and you can just choose from them and, make them,
you guys can use this for your StreamYard covers too. There's a spot there when you're creating a video and scheduling it. And when you have a graphic you want to post to promote a Facebook Live or something like that. So YouTube, but this is the same shape that you'll need for those other things too. So there's a lot of ways to repurpose this as well. This is awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. And the key with this too is that the only people that are going to have these designs are the people that buy the course.
Yeah.
It's not going to, the goal is that you want to be a little bit unique out there and find your own style. So that's a bonus there. Now, also after we finish the launch of this product, I'm going to be doing a live training called the list building formula. This is where I'm going to show you the basics of creating a freebie, creating a capture page, a very basic funnel to kind of help you. If you're not familiar with that, if you guys are totally got that, you're good. I'm sure I'll share some things on there with you that will still help you. But we're going to do this live training after the launch. And that's a $97 value as well. And social video automation. Now, I don't know if you guys have heard of chatbots. Okay. You know what chatbots are.
All the buzz.
Yeah. So what you can do, and I have this set up on a lot of my videos, like my short videos, Reels, Instagram, Facebook. And what you can do is you can set up bots where when people comment on your videos, you can have it automatically send them a message for you based on keywords too. So like if your call to action is like, hey, type that in the comments below and I'll send it over. Boom. It'll automatically send it right to them right away. And it'll do it all automated for you. And then you can come in and follow up with them later. But I actually give you my templates as well. So you can import these into ManyChat, which is the one that I use. And it's very simple templates. They're easy to use and you can just change them up. And I show you how to do that in this training. So really, really powerful. If you got lead magnets, freebies, ways to connect, this is a great way to do it. All right. So the bonus after bonus, like we really went overboard here. And there's one coming up I think you guys are going to like. But yeah.
It's awesome. Like it's Christmas.
Yeah, right. So I actually did a beta group. I had 62 students that I worked with, and I trained them all on all kinds of this stuff. And when we went through it, what they did is they were taking action and they were giving me feedback throughout the program, so that as I created the course, we just did these about 4 months ago, 3-4 months ago. And I was able to actually put things in the course that I never would have thought on based on their feedback. And you're going to get all the recordings of all those trainings too. I'm throwing that in as well.
Nice.
All right. So we got a few more. Done for you video assets. My good friend, Dr. Lisa Thompson, she actually went in and created in Canva all these little intros, outros, little transition segments, 12 lower thirds where you put your name on there, little things where you can export it and then edit it and put it right on your videos if you want to get real pro with it. She's phenomenal at that. And she put these all together for you guys. And as a bonus, it's definitely a $9.97 value for you to pay somebody to do these for you.
Oh, yeah. You're going to be spending money on that one.
So yeah, it's ridiculous. I hit her up and I'm like, hey, I know you're really good at this. You want to do? She's like, yeah, I'd love to. You got all awesome. Geeky on it and put it together for everybody. So, I think you guys know this one, right? This is a cool bonus. I was like the selfie superstar. I love it. And so I don't even need to tell you guys this one. If you have it, great. If you don't, hey, you're going to get it in this one.
Yep,
so
absolutely.
That's pretty awesome. And the video supercharger training, my good friend, Nick Hobner, who's a copywriting guru. I mean, he's awesome at marketing, super smart guy. He did a training kind of going through helping you with headline templates, understanding. He goes in a little bit more depth on headline templates and just some cool tricks that he's learned over the years being, head of marketing. He was, head of marketing for Higdon Group for a while. He's super smart guy and just a great marketer. And I've known Nick for many years. Very viral short video series. Now, Jordan Maley is a good friend of mine, and she has really killed it on TikTok, and she's done that by creating video series. And so she lays it out in this guide, how to create series to really get, a following over there by creating a series of videos. And she does a phenomenal job on that. And then the last bonus is called the Authentic Marketing. My good friend, Eddie Villa, created this, and it's all about how to show up authentic in your videos. And he's like the king of authenticity. And that's really what it's about, because you really want people to see you in your videos as exactly how you would be if they met you in person. And that's really what we're looking for. Like, you want that authenticity to shine through, and he's just so good at that, All right. So we're going to end this with the last couple bonuses, but for everybody that signs up in the course before we close cart, which is going to be on Monday, or excuse me, Tuesday, a week from today. The 30-day video blitz. We're starting this March 8th. So we close on March 7th. On March 8th, we're doing our first one. For 30 days, I'm going to send you an email every single morning, giving you an assignment on a video to create every day. And awesome. once a week, we're going to do a live session as well. So I'm going to help you and train you and coach you throughout 30 days if you just follow what I say. So every morning at like 6 o'clock a.m., you're going to get an email and it's going to say, okay, here's your assignment for today. Here's the video you're going to create. And the goal of it is for you to take this information and get into action mode right away. Like we're not going to sit on it. And that's the goal of this. And if you can't be on live with the live sessions, we'll have all the recordings for you. So nothing to worry about there. And last one. No, it's not last one. There's one more. But everybody's heard of Chat GPT. My gosh, this thing is like all over the place. Well, I'm going to show you how to crush video with Chat GPT, like how to plan your videos, how to come up with ideas, how to structure, how to literally put your entire video together with Chat GPT. So you just kick on and go. So this is going to be a good one. I'm excited. And the last one, but not least, I do have a VIP referral partner program. If you love it and you want to share it, we normally give a 30% commission, but during this launch, if you want it, we will upgrade you to a 50% VIP if you want it. If you know some other people, you can certainly refer them to it, and you can refer as many people as you want. And this is the inside of the course. People wonder, what's it look like inside? It's a membership site. Once you purchase, you get access to it. We'll send you an email with your login, and you can see everything is loaded in there. It's pretty jam-packed. And this is our, pretty cool setup that we have. You can see all the lessons in there. It's very detailed. All the videos are probably about 2 to 5, 6 minutes long each.
Great. That's how I teach. Okay. So that they love learning that way, the bite size, and then be able to implement.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And once they go into each lesson, they go in there and they can actually mark off when it's completed. So you see the little red button there, and when they're done, they just mark it complete, boom. And you can see where you're at and you can continue through it. So it's really a cool setup there. So, all right, here we go. We're finishing. We're almost done. We're going to let you go, but you're going to get the No Fear 12 module course, the video influencer interviews, the short video hooks, the video headline templates, the 50 YouTube Canva templates, the list building formula, the social media audit, the social video automation, the beta program recordings, the done for you video assets, the selfie superstar course with the one and only, and the video supercharger training, the very viral short video series guide, the authentic marketing, the 30-day video blitz workshop, the crush it with Chat GPT, and you get the VIP affiliate commissions. All of that's worth $7,822. And again, it's only one payment of $497. If you want to do it in payments, you can do it there too. Just go to nofearvideosystem.com/goaldigger. Look, I've been helping people do this for a long time, and I can help you too. If you feel like this is something you really need to dive into and you need to master, I promise you this information will help you. And that's it. That's all I got, Kimberly. I try to get this done in an hour and get people out of here because I respect their time. So
you definitely did it, you guys. Your homework is to go sign up for that. I've never, ever in all my years of doing this, seen that much value given in bonuses. I mean, just the course itself is worth more than you're charging. Your time, you guys, you're going to get to like learn from him in real time. And for those of you that are like, enough is enough. I've been thinking about doing this and I need some changes in my business. Enough is enough. And you're over thinking about it and you're ready to take action. This is how you're going to do that. It's going to be by stepping into this and getting the guidance, the coaching, the mentorship, and just do it already, right? And you're going to get good at it by the act of doing. At the end of the day, if you want to build your business online, you've got to get on the video train. And if you're not, now's your time to do it. Or if you want to get better, now's your time to get in because it's only going to become more prevalent. It's not going away. Okay. And there's different ways to do it. But like he said, the principles apply. And I'm so excited. I'm like, oh, did I already buy this? So I'm going to go through it myself as well, because I am blown away about what you gave away in there. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna get my whole team to go through it.
I
So
honestly was
we're all
like,
going through it.
when I was putting this together, I'm like, holy cow, like this
Yeah,
is
holy cow's right.
nuts. Yeah, it's just a
This
lot.
is
But
just nuts. Like you just went all in. You went all
yeah,
in. I can
yeah,
tell.
that's what it was. Like I really like,
Mhm.
because I really feel like there's so much foundational stuff people need to know, but they need to be able to learn it in a very step-by-step way, and it just builds upon
Mhm.
itself. But I'm not one to like it's not to say that the courses are necessarily bad, but I didn't want it to be focused like, hey, this is a TikTok course or this is a
Right.
YouTube
Right.
only
Yep.
course, because
Yep.
what happens is, I could make a YouTube course and 2 months later it's out of date because everything's changed and everything. But
Yep.
we have
100%.
that stuff in here. There's no doubt. And so when we update it, people have all that. But the point is, when the foundation is strong, the things around it can change, but you're solid because you got the solid.
Yeah, and we don't want to do awesome TikTok videos and get a million views on it. I've had lots of viral videos and it didn't generate me any money. We want to learn how to create the content so we can get our ideal avatar stopping the scroll and watching it, call to action, get them in the funnel, and make money from our videos at the end of the day. So that's why this is so powerful. Is like you're really teaching them real marketing. And that's all I want for everybody that's in our community is to learn real marketing, the stuff that lasts the test of time and it isn't just a fad. And this is what you've done here. So thank you, Mark. You're such a
Yeah.
stud. You're a rock star. You're a gold digger, dude.
Dude,
And
I'm a gold digger dude. Like I'm all
you're
in on the gold digger.
totally a gold digger, dude. Yeah, we're gonna have to send you a t-shirt.
Can I show you my tattoo yet? Like I'm getting the gold digger.
No.
Just kidding.
Oh, there you go.
The
I
gold
love
digger
it.
dude.
Oh my gosh, that's perfect. We should get some like fake ones. Everybody can wear temporary gold digger tattoos. So y'all let me know once you've grabbed it. I want you to throw it in your stories. Just say, screenshot of it. Hey, I grabbed the No Fear video course. Tag me, tag Mark in it. And we'd love to give you a shout out for that and celebrate. And shoot him a DM, shoot me a DM when you've started going through it. Give us feedback. We want to hear your wins. We want to celebrate you for taking action. And it's obviously all laid out for you right inside this course, step by step. So get in now because those bonuses are going away. And what are you waiting for? Let's do this. So thank you, Mark, for being here. I really appreciate you.
Thank you, Kimberly. Appreciate it.
All right, guys, have a great day. Until next time, get lit in your
Everybody.
business and set your soul on fire. Bye-bye.